The 10th episode of Mickey Mouse Works is pretty good. As with the previous ones, I'll be discussing how I find the cartoons with my second viewing, or at least the second viewing, having seen them all previously in Disney's House of Mouse, and also what I think of the cartoons as a complete package. And I have to say, just as a spoiler to my own thoughts, I'd say it's a pretty good mix. So we start off with Pluto Gets the Paper Street Cleaner, which is one of my favourite Pluto Gets the Paper shorts. It's what, a minute and a half in length, and I love how the inside of the street cleaner is animated. I feel like the attention to detail is wonderful, really thoroughly enjoyed it. And then finally we have another Daisy Duck centric cartoon, Donald's Dinner Date. Donald and Daisy go out to a restaurant and Donald gets more and more annoyed by the minute, but Daisy also has a really good performance as well. Goofy also features in this one as a waiter. I feel like it's a really strong animation. I really enjoyed it the first time I watched it. My opinion is still the same. Then we have another short, Maestro Mini Brahms Lullaby, which, as I've mentioned before, I'm not the biggest fan of the Maestro Minis, but I do like Brahms Lullaby. I don't mind this one. It's short and to the point. Not my favourite, but it does help to break up the longer animations. Then we have Hydro Squirter, which is a Ludwig von Drake one, and this one involves him coming up with how to make his shower more powerful, but things don't exactly go to plan. I feel like it's a very creative animation. It doesn't flow the exact way I would have wanted it to, but it's definitely not too bad, and it kind of tops and tails itself very nicely. So it's one of my lesson, which is a pretty great lesson in not procrastinating. Minnie gives Mickey some sheet music and tells him he needs to practice for the recital. The piece is called Easy as Pie. So way, I really liked that cartoon the first time I saw it. I think I liked it even more the second time. So the cartoons individually are all pretty great. Some of them are actually two really short ones, one relatively short one with Hydro Squirter. I think that's the first time we've had Minnie, Mickey, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto, and Von Drake in one episode of Mickey Mouse Works. My favourite.